Make everybody laugh. Please laugh. They feel nice. I painted a fluffy astronaut in training. Bad kid, get down. I painted a space cat on his first mission. He'll be fine. I painted a cat enjoying the view. Those astronauts are in trouble. I painted an epic space battle. Get it? Get it, kitty? I painted a curious traveler. Does it go this way? I painted a majestic space scene. What is he doing?
But if you look deeper, you'll start to realize that it's actually an analogy for your subconscious. The startled, helpless cat represents the apprehensive aspect of your personality as the calm, rational, and securely fastened in, logical center of your mind attempts to provide guidance in the right direction. Are you even paying attention?
Hey guys. I got a lot of news stuff. There's nothing quite like the gift of laughter. Anyway. I have too much crap. Just get him something weird. You don't need to stress about it. Hey guys, we got some I got so much new stuff for y'all.
What's up, people on the internet, or animals? Probably not plants. Some people say plants, have consciousness, but I'm not buying it. Trees look pretty unconscious to me, but maybe not. What would it be like to be a tree, though? You just stood there the whole time, you know what I mean? Not a lot of variety in your daily tree experience. Do trees stink? That'd be awkward. We've been using you guys for firewood for ages. And for houses. All sorts of things. Anyway, no need to worry about those sort of moral quandaries. It's time to paint. We're getting right into it. We gotta pick up where we left off here. Make some moon stuff happen. Right down to business today. I was just testing my microphone and I was shouting at it. Now my throat hurts, so I might not do my usual endless rambling about nonsense and keep it a little low key today. What's up, Tenderloin? How are your loins? They're all right. It's good. Nice and tender, I hope. Where are we at here? What am I doing? Painting, oh. This dang little moon rover. Who designed this? Sounds good, man. It's okay. Like I said, I hurt my throat, so I'm just gonna paint in silence if you don't mind. You can check back later. It's not too bad, actually. It feels okay. This moon rover, though, is pretty weird. Let's just paint stuff. Usually the answer. It's a bit too yellow, I reckon.
Gotta move on. I gotta move on. I gotta move on. I gotta move on. So your tears been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars would never let you down. And you keep on thinking you can save yourself. But that's love, that's just love. You should know some things will hurt, and you'll end up getting burned. I just hope that you will learn. That's just love, that's just love. You will get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love. Every time you feel the walls are closing in, and it seems like nothing makes it better, you should try to remember that's just how it is when it comes to love, comes to love. 'Cause you know sometimes it hurts, and you end up getting burned. But sometimes it can be beautiful. That's just love, that's just love. You will get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love. Even if you don't know when. Deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love.
What up? I mean, ¿cómo está? I guess, right? Is there any designated food today? You know? Does Wednesday have a food? Waffle Wednesday? Anybody? Yo estamos. Nosotros estamos muy nosotros estamos muy. Sí. It should, right? I mean, how come only Tuesday gets the thing? What about Thursday? The food industry really needs to improve their branding. Come on, the food industry. Yeah, I don't know Spanish. That's the problem. Mi español es muy mal. Y no bien. Porque yo no estudio en el escucha. No, en la fucking school. You know what I'm saying? You got me on that? Yo no sé. I feel like, though, you know what, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I know the same amount of Spanish that I used to know when I took Spanish class. Like, I still know the same amount. So maybe that's good. I'll probably forget some vocab, actually, if I'm being honest. I had a fun Spanish class in that, you know, it's the kids in my Spanish class, there's a lot of hooligans, you know how you have, you know, you got the nerds and the hooligans. There's really only two groups. Lots of hooligans in my Spanish class, which made it really fun because they would, you know, cause all sorts of trouble, making up words and shit. Great time. You lose zero of the Spanish you learn in school. That's not true. You said a taco the other day. That's a Spanish word, right? I got you on that. I feel like your Spanish is better than mine. Because you wrote out some shit. I couldn't even... Well, you forgot the upside down question mark, actually. So I'm going to give you a B on that. I feel thankful. I'm thankful that I'm an Englishman. I'm glad that I speak English because our language is so ridiculous. There's so many words that don't make sense. Nothing, you know, there's so much fun to be had with the English language. I mean, to be fair, maybe that's the case with other languages, and I of course don't know. But I feel like English is especially stupid. You learned that at home, Taco? That's okay. Fair, it's fair. But I do enjoy the English language. It's fun. It's fun to think of things that are funny with the words. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. English is easy and hard at the same time. I have nothing to say. I don't know. Like your classic American, I only know things that matter to me. And I know nothing of other cultures, languages, society, nothing. Geography, where's that stuff? I don't know. When they do those like on the street interviews with people and they ask them like, name one country. What continent are you on? I'm better than those people. But not much. Because we're America, we're number one, We don't need to learn any of that other silly stuff like the rest of the whole entire planet. Planet America is what I'm saying. Welcome to Planet USA. Get in line. We got all the best shit here. We got Disney. Everybody loves Disney. What else we got here in America? McDonald's. Literally zero problems with McDonald's. Ever. What else are we responsible for? Literally every movie that's good. And every movie that's bad, but, you can't have everything. Right. I do find it silly. This might be maybe this is like a hot take. I don't understand having American flags. I already know where I am. I know what country we're in. I don't need to be reminded by your American flag, I mean, if I woke up suddenly and all of a sudden it was Spanish flag, I'd be like, well, okay, that was useful. Thank you for hanging that in your driveway. I'm not sure how I ended up in Spain, but thank God there's a flag. We are the world police. That's all. You're right. I forgot about that. How could I forget? Team America, world police. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to make all the decisions for the rest of the world. It's not an easy job, but it's got to be done by only us. Literally. I think that might be the best movie ever made. Team America. Remember that movie, Team America, with the puppets? You remember. That movie came out... When that movie came out, things weren't funny. There was nothing funny until that movie, and then they created humor. I don't know if you remember, but man, that movie was so funny. I remember rolling around on the floor of the dirty, gross movie theater. That's how funny that movie was. That I didn't mind getting all sticky on the ground. It was so funny, I couldn't stay in my chair. And I cried. Never again. You know, I'll never reach that peak again. That height. And neither will cinema, I think. You remember? I heard something interesting recently about Team America World Police, you know, made by the South Park guys, where like originally when they wrote Team America, like it was full of jokes. So they were gonna have the puppets like, you know, be funny and like tell jokes. But then once they started, like immediately they realized it was completely not funny at all. Like for some reason a puppet, a silly thing telling a joke, it doesn't work. Because puppets are ridiculous. So they immediately rewrote the whole script, took all the jokes out. And they got all the humor from the puppets, like trying to like be serious about, like the puppets took it seriously, which then became funny because the puppets were silly already. You know what I mean? They found the balance, which I thought was interesting. Interesting nugget there of cinema history. All the jokes, took them all out. Or some of the best moments in that movie are when like the puppets like, you know, vomiting for way too long. That's gold. So you know, you got to take whatever medium you're in and you got to just like make the best out of it, you know, make the most of it. Find the right way to like tell the story, using like maximize the potential of whatever you're doing. So puppets, you know, they're so stupid looking. You got to roll with that. That's the lesson to be learned from South Park. Comedic geniuses, South Park. If you're a fan of South Park or the Team America, I suggest this deep film cut, which is those guys, their student film. They made a student film prior to South Park, and it's called Cannibal the Musical. And I highly recommend it. You need something to watch. Find Cannibal the Musical. You won't regret it. There's always something to learn from comedy. I think so. I agree. Comedy has a way, it's like a delivery system for knowledge and wisdom. You know, sometimes things don't sink in unless they, you know, sometimes you need a laugh to really get a point across. And that's my goal too, to change the world with comedy. So, you know, we're, you know, one painting at a time. We'll get there. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, maybe not change the world, but I'll save it. Whatever's the more grandiose thing for me to say. That's what we're doing. I mean, if you have the power and the tools, you need to use them. Or what are they good for? You believe in me? Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm pretty confident. So I won't let you down. Funny thing, it is funny though, being funny, you know? The funny thing about funniness is it just, I feel like it's the hardest intellectual pursuit, comedy. Because in order to make someone laugh, you have to get into their psyche, you know? In order to make a joke, you have to understand so much about you know, your audience, and whatever the topic is. A lot of respect for like stand-up comedians. Because you can't just accidentally make someone laugh if you're trying to make them laugh, you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't just get up on stage and just like make up shit. I've said this before, but that's my canary in the coal mine for AI. As soon as AI can make me laugh, it's all over. Now, I have gotten a chuckle from AI before, but I feel like it's partially me making myself laugh. If you ask AI the right question, you can get a funny answer. But I feel like that's more the question's fault, not the robot's fault, you know? Like it's not their, like it's similar to the puppets. Sometimes a robot telling you something, it's funny because it's coming from a robot, you know? Sometimes that's what's funny, is the context. What's your topic? Like for stand-up comedy? I think there's a bit of a formula, to be honest. Well, you can tell that like certain comedians, like all their jokes are structured similarly. Like they figured out like a groove, like a way of thinking about the world that they can reproduce in different contexts with different topics. Like Louis C.K., for example. What Louis C.K. does is like he tries to offend you as much as possible before turning it around and then like winning you back. That's like his thing. Comedians have a gift for translating the world around us in ways that gives you other perspectives. Totally. Yeah, you take it and you put it in different contexts, whatever it is. You like Louis C.K.? I agree, he's funny. I'm glad he wasn't permanently canceled. You know, he was a little canceled. Sometimes you just gotta be canceled. You know, you need a little canceling just to keep things fresh. he got kind of, hit with a wave of culture at the wrong time. He's already back, basically, right? Didn't he have a special recently? I mean, recently enough. He said it sucked, though. Probably sucks when the whole world fucking hates you. Imagine that. Especially going from Louis C.K. Like, Louis C.K. was, like, loved by everyone to, like, hated by everyone. It's, it's quite a contrast. Another guy like Bo Burnham, Bo Burnham. I like me some Bo Burnham. That special he put out during the pandemic. See that? You did not see it, but he is this. Like, you got to watch the special. It's called Inside. Inside. He did it during like the pandemic or whatever. It's not really a stand-up special. He's just in like a room for like 6 months, and he just records like music. It's like, I don't want to like say genius, I don't want to, pump him up too much, but it's pretty good. I'll be honest, like, a lot of stand-up comedy is garbage. Maybe it's because of like Netflix. I feel like they just started giving people specials. Anybody, oh, you're a comedian, you said? Okay, you can have a Netflix special. Because a lot of comedy, I think, sucks. A lot. Like, it's just like I'll watch an hour of someone stand up and I won't smile, And I don't understand, like, how hard could it be? So I think there's just, honestly, like the top 5%, I think, are the only ones that are any good. A lot of it's so unfunny. Like, I don't know. Some like classics, like Mitch Hedberg. Who else we got? It's funny. I'll be okay. Don't hate me for saying this, but I like Joe Rogan. I know. I think his stand-up is really good. It might have fallen off a little lately. His last special was mediocre. But some early Joe Rogan, solid. Trust me. I think most people probably don't even know he's a comic, to be honest. I was enjoying some of what's his face? Tom Segura. Although less so lately. I've seen him live. The early Tom Segura, or are you talking about Tom or Joe? Joe Rogan? I'm surprised you... I just assume most people don't even know he's a comedian, to be honest. It's a deep cut. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, the recent stuff, less good. But, it's what happens. When you're young and, you're hungry, you put a lot of effort into it. It happens with everybody, like bands and stuff. Musicians. First few albums are great. And they just take too many vacations. And you gotta think the same's gotta be true for that guy, because, he does a lot of shit. Really, the secret to success, if you want to, always be good as an artist, is just never actually have success. Because then you'll always remain hungry for it. And you'll keep pushing yourself. So, that's really the maximum refinement of the strategy, is just try to never have success. Like a Vincent van Gogh, for example, who never sold a painting, right? Perfect model. Just try really hard your whole life and then just die failure. Because then it's the best chance you'll have had to have good stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just the math of it. You'll never fade away if you're never, if you're never a light in the first place. I like the Rogan one where he's wearing a yellow shirt. I don't know, it's really old. He opens it up with about Fear Factor. So it's back in the Fear Factor days. It's on YouTube, I think. I showed it to a friend recently and they didn't like it, so I do question my taste. I'm sticking behind it. It's funny. Some good, strong, concepts. Funny ideas. You like my taste? Thank you. I don't want to get full of myself up here, you know. I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could be a stand-up comedian. I'm not gonna, but I feel like I could. Cause like, the problem is it would just take like, you know, 15 years of work. But I feel like I could do it, you know, cause like, I spent 15 years learning how to paint. There's no problem. Just do it for 15 years. So if you're thinking about trying to be a comic, I say go for it. You just gotta try a lot. That's the trick for everything. Just try more. What's up, Tenderloin? Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll switch careers, you know? Don't tempt me. That's right. Piece of cake. Well, I guess, you know, what I'm saying is, because like I said, everybody on Netflix, every Netflix comedy special sucks. Like, there's just so much unfunny stand-up on, like, Netflix. It's ridiculous. It's like, come on. Can't think of any other stand-ups I like. I do enjoy the Kill Tony. Have you guys watched Kill Tony? I don't like particularly tune in for the daily, you know, the like weekly show or whatever, but I watched the Madison Square Garden episode. You know, which like had a bunch of comedians on it. That's a fun show to watch. It's fun to watch people suck at comedy. But even in that, like half of the actual comedians like weren't funny. You know? Half of the real comedians who had sets were just like pretty mediocre. Thank you for the encouragement, Sparkles. I'll think about it. What about sit-downs? I'll be honest, actually, Jim Norton's set was maybe the funniest, I thought, of one of those Madison Square Garden shows. And, you know, I've seen his act. You know, his act is a little tired, if I'm being honest. But it was really good, I thought. For some reason, I was surprised. I think I was getting a little, sick of his. There's only so much self-deprecating humor you can handle. And did he retire Chip? So, what else is there what else is there? Tom Segura has gotten way better, recently. He kind of annoys me on the internet. I don't know what it is. The vibe's different lately. Lately, his vibe has been weird. I mean, his stand-up's always good. Also, he's got better since the time we saw him, really. I mean, I thought he was great then. Am I missing? I'm sure I've seen all of his recent stuff, right? Is there a special I'm missing or something? I guess, also too, maybe what I'm feeling is I've started to just... I don't know how to phrase it. Something's happened where I used to happily tolerate Bert Kreischer, but now I just want to murder Bert Kreischer. He's just the most annoying person on earth. I don't know what happened. And I feel like they're associated, right? Tom and Bert Kreischer. He doesn't say things that are funny. He just he's a buffoon. So maybe that's tainting my perspective. You think Bert's level of delusional gets old? It does, and he's I don't know. It's also kind of concerning and sad. It's hard to find it funny when you're when it's just depressing that he's clearly abusing himself. He's just gonna totally just drink himself. It's shocking he's still around. He must have just the best genetics on Earth. And he's just loud and annoying. Anyway, so those are my comedians. Are there any other good comedians around? There's someone I saw on TikTok. It's this lady, and she pretends to be a robot. It's very funny. That's the only way I can describe it. It's very good. It's basically stand-up comedy. I don't know her name, but I know her robot name, which is like Vanessa 3000 or something. I think I've seen his stand-up. I'm not too familiar though. I think it's like Vanessa something thousand. Yeah, Vanessa 3000 or 5000. It's really good. I only saw it on TikTok though, so I don't know how to you know, get to it otherwise. And I should clarify, she's a sex robot. So just you know, just to set the stage there a little more clearly. It's a good bit. You don't have the TikTok? That's good. It's good for you. I mean, I'm proud of you. It's fine. Don't get it. First of all, I'm sure now all your data is safe, which is better than I could say for my data. My data's all gone. All of it's in China. My excuse though is that it's for work. Why does this have to have so many moon wheels? These are... Nobody likes wheels. Wheels are hard to paint. These are all circle-y. I don't know why I'm telling you about how wheels are. You guys have seen a wheel. It's just not fauna to you? Oh, that's very confusing. I thought you were correcting the word fascinating again, but you spell it the same again. I got it. I got it. Okay. It's like fauna. So for some reason, you know, it's what is fauna? It's like animals are fauna. I'm sure there's a more precise definition. That wheel looks not too good. What's wrong with it? This thing's too dark. Bright? Too bright. Trying to multitask, feel your pain. It's all good. Stupid car's taking way too much work. Why did I have to put a car in? I mean, it's sort of integral to the story, but could have just not put a car in. Yeah, Jack Tenderloin. I'm gonna guess Jack Tenderloin's favorite comedian is Chip Chipperson. That's my guess. Robot Lady's my new favorite comedian. That's for sure. You know what? I'm gonna be right back too. I gotta take a pee. Let's all take a break. You don't have a favorite? Mark Normand was good. I forgot about Mark Normand. He's funny. Oh, fucking also Shane Gillis. I also forgot about Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis. Well, I give Shane Gillis a B, but Shane Gillis as Trump, that's an A+. So Shane Gillis doing any Trump thing, I'll list that all day long. I'll watch that shit. Does he only have like one stand-up special, Shane Gillis? I feel like he does, right? Did you watch Tires by any chance? Are you excited for Joe Rogan on Friday? Who's excited? I'm excited. That's exactly what I said. Did you not hear me? Actually? That's literally what I said. I said, actually, I think I said I give him a B, and then his trump gets an A+. You did hear me? Okay. So you're just saying you give him a B-? Is that all you're saying? Just 1 degree less? I'm confused. Why did you feel the need to share that? So we really need to get that specific about it? Okay, fine. You have a B-. This is really, it's really close to what I said. It's pretty much the same. That's all. This is why I was confused. It's okay though. A little bit too college bro-y. He does like those brewskis, I've noticed. Hopefully he doesn't devolve into another Bert Kreischer. Although it's possible Bert Kreischer was never funny, if I'm being honest. Sorry, Bert. I would also, that would have added clarity. It's true. It's okay. No need for linguistic perfection here on the Luke stream. You're currently exhausted? Sounds like you need some gluten, bro. How's that going? Give me an update. I was just exhausted from Bert. I gotcha. 0 changes with gluten-free. You gotta give it a time, right? Give it some time to work its way around there in the things, in the tubes. I'm no scientist, but I'm basically a scientist. Yeast? What's the thinking there? I've never heard of yeast being something to restrict. So do they make like bread out of, like yeast makes bread and shit? What other things have yeast in them? Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I feel like, yeah, like dairy is probably a pretty common allergen. Even if you're not like super allergic, it probably like fucks you up. Like everybody. Oh no, Vegemite. Are you gonna survive? I don't really eat a lot of dairy. I don't think it's like, it definitely does something when I'm eating dairy. I don't know what, but like something's different. I go through phases though. It's like Pandora's box. You know, once you start eating cheese, slippery slope. You start putting cheese on everything. And then before you know it, you're just all you're eating is cheese. Man, I want cheese. You look at the tire. Is my tire too big? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Once you paint over all your drawings, you can't tell how big things are supposed to be anymore. It seems too big. What did you miss? We decided Shane Gillis. We forgot about Shane Gillis. He's pretty good. But especially when he's doing his Trump impression. Man, wheels are stupid. Who invented wheels? What an idiot. You like wheels to help your car go, lol. Your car wouldn't laugh without the wheels. You're right. That would be sad. What would we do without a funny car, you know? Driving down the road, cracks a joke, you burst out laughing, you crash into a... What do you crash into? I got distracted, I couldn't finish my joke. You could have a car without wheels. What about a tank? I guess technically there's wheels. What about a hover car? Did you think of that? We're gonna fix this dang wheel. Dang it. You don't know if you want a car that hovers? It's fair, that could be annoying, you know? You're washing the dishes. It's right behind you. It's like, when are we gonna be done with the dishes? I want a snack. Stop it. Stop hovering, car. I don't see you volunteering to do the dishes. See, English language is fun. See? Shit. English is divertido? I don't know what that one is. If it means super awesome, then I agree. Fun? That's close. You should have just said fun. What are you doing bringing in other languages into this? It wasn't really a good guess. It was just the answer that I was hoping it would be. So I got lucky. I actually assumed it was something else. Well, I'm sorry. I guess that is what good guess means. Right? Maybe you're right. That was a good guess. I gotta study my English. It turns out. Turns out I'm all talk when it comes to speaking English. A lot of talk, not a lot of action in English. You came to Twitch to forget you have to English. Well, you've learned your lesson. Is this wheel done yet? I'm asking for a friend. It's pretty close. It's close enough, almost. AKA, I'm just gonna give up because I'm sick of it. Way too much detail. But it's a wheel, so you can't fuck it up because people will notice because they know what wheels look like. Dang people. Perhaps there's too much contrast. I'm reaching that point where I don't want to do it anymore. Do I play anything? Do I play anything? Let's see. I used to play tennis in college. Played tennis. Poker. Big fan of poker. What else do I play? So yes, I do play things. Is that what you were asking? You learned last year? It's a great game. Actually. Super fun game because there's limitless fun you can have with poker. Because once you learn the game fundamentals, then you go play against people. And some people, and then every person's different. And the best thing about poker is even if you're the best player in the world, anyone can still beat you at a hand of poker because there's an element of luck. But in the long run, the betterer you are, the more you'll win. But it's great because there's endless, like, you can do the math of poker and you can play with the math, right? But then also there's the psychology. So then you can play against people, you can try to trick them. And then he knows you're trying to trick him though, so then you try to, because you know he knows, then you go back to what you're going to do the first time, but then you're like, oh no, does he know that I know that he knows, you know? So if he knows that I know that he knows that I know, then what I got to do is, you know, probably quit at that point. But you know what I'm saying? It's an endless game. Or you can just wait for aces. It's also a good strategy. Does he know that you know he knows? Or does he? He knows that you know. So he's just gonna, you know, do what he was gonna do anyway, because he knows that you know, so he thinks you're gonna overcorrect. And you're gonna think, well, okay, because he knows, I'll do the opposite thing. But because he knows that you know, he'll just do the thing he's gonna do anyway. And he'll hope that you overcorrect and do the wrong thing, right? That's how he'll get you. The game is fascinating to you. It's great. I'm with you. I'm not too shabby. I'll be honest. I played a game of poker in my day. I know all the theories and all that stuff. It's also fun to watch. It's fun to watch high stakes cash games. Tournaments are kind of boring. I used to think they were fun back in the day. But these days I find tournaments boring, but cash games very fun to watch. Because you're like, oh, what's he gonna do? How does he know he's got that? Does he know that the other guy knows? Because you can tell now the other guy knows. I know. You want him to get him? Well, let's see. The best part about poker is even if he knows that he knows and he makes the right move, he could still get unlucky and lose. You know what I mean? Even if you do the right thing. Poker does teach you a lot of lessons, though, in life, I think. The valuable lesson you get from poker is that is to disconnect yourself from the outcome of things that happen, because you can never really control the outcome of anything. So like it's healthy psychologically to remove yourself from being attached to the outcome of events, because all that really matters is what you can control. So like with poker, it's like a microcosm. So you're like, well, all you focus on is did I make the right play or not? And whether or not I won or lose, it's up to the universe to decide, right? And I think that's a healthy way to look at all of things in life. Is because if you get caught up in the stuff you can't control, you'll just go crazy. And also, it's not useful and productive. So all the people at the table who are you're like wishing for cards and shit, let them wish. Because they're gonna lose. Because they're not, not on the right level. They think your funny face is because you just got pocket aces, but really you just made a poo-poo in your seat. That would get them. That would get me. I'd be like, man, this guy looks like he's strong, but sure does smell. Mixed signals, and I'd be confused. Smart. If all else fails, just poop your pants. If you really want to get them, though, the thing that all the pros would teach you, and you can read in the books, like Doyle Brunson's super system, is that if you really want to get them, you poop their pants. That'll get them every time. You don't see that coming. You got a brown of hearts, huh? The rare card. How did you get into poker, Sparkles? I'm curious. Curious how one discovers poker these days. It was real popular back when I got into it when I was in college. It's all over. I feel like it sort of died down though. Well, because they made online poker illegal for a time, which really put a damper on the whole community. I read a book last year, and the very last chapter introduced you to counting cards. Interesting. Counting cards would be like for blackjack, right? See, I can't do math at all. So that's right out. What I like about poker is you only need to understand the math. You need to understand the math exists. Like, sort of loosely. But you don't need to really, I mean, some people go crazy on the math, but that's boring. You only need to sort of know the math. Poker. Later, Tenderloin. Thank you for stopping on by. The wheels are almost done. We're good. It's okay. It's not a disaster. We will do it. Appreciate it. The wheels will go round and round. Maybe. It was a math book. You're fired. Yeah, well, counting cards is all math. I knew that. I did know this. The math of poker is interesting. I mean, if you're into it, you could follow that trajectory with just learning about the math. It's not my cup of tea, though, you know? You only got so many brain wrinkles. Mine are all full up. No room for algebra. Plus, I got the calculator. Do you like math? I mean, I like science and physics. Big fan of physics. I like to think about physics from a theoretical perspective. And then, but I don't do the math, you know? Just like I'll have someone else smart tell me about it, and then I'll be like, oh, that's interesting to think about conceptually. So I appreciate math, you know, like what math delivers. But I don't know how to do numbers good. That's what I'm saying. Never really learned. Oops. But I know the poker math pretty well, like intuitively, from just playing so much. Like I know, like in this situation, I need to have a certain advantage because it costs, you know, X amount of money to do this thing, and I'll only win X amount of times. You know, so I'm aware of those scenarios. I don't know the specifics though. Like if you asked me what percentage, I'd be like, I don't know. But I know like a little bit or a lot of bit. You know what I'm saying? Like this scenario feels like it's going to be too expensive for the price I have to pay to draw up my odds, you know, or whatever, my outs. Math delivers everything. I got a package today and it was from Amazon. So I beg to differ. Right to my front porch. There's no way they used any math. for sure. They're so far off. What am I doing? Are you sick of my shit yet? You gotta be specific in my chat, you know? I can't leave the doors open for misinterpretation, or it's on. Math was used to build the engines that delivered the package. How do you know that? Maybe the guy brought it here on foot. Did they use math for his foot? You know? It's a little presumptuous. Plus, you know what? I think you could build a car without math. You don't need math to like figure out how combustion works. You could just do it with trial and error. There's a flaw to your argument. Now, like, if you use GPS or whatever, then I'll grant you that. There's a lot of math in GPS, especially because, you know, it's very complicated because of like gravity and space-time, you know? How like the farther you get from a point of gravity, you know, the slower time moves for you. So because satellites that are used for GPS are, you know, orbit around the Earth and it's farther away from the center of gravity, the time is slightly slower for the orbiting bodies, you know? So they have to calculate the exact difference between the clocks on the things on Earth with the satellites in orbit in order to get your GPS coordinates to work out. Like, there's math in that. I'll give you that one. It's not a competition, you know? That's the kind of science I like. I could tell you about it, but I don't know the numbers. I don't know the numbers about it. It's cool that it's a thing, you know? I like that. The thinginess of it. It'd be fun to be a professional poker player. Just live in a casino all day, taking people's money. I could do it for a while. You could do it for a while until you realized you were wasting your life, you know, for nothing. But like for a while, it would be fun. Well, not wasting your life, but like you're not doing anything. You know what I mean? People need to do stuff, I think, in order to feel satisfied. It's just my theory. Poker tournaments, though, suck. I hate poker tournaments. They're too hard. The chances of winning a poker tournament is so small, even if you're like super good. It's like, imagine if you had a 90% chance of winning every hand. you lose 1 in 10, right? I think that's the right math. You'll have to check me on that. So if you're so good that you could win 90% of hands, you're still going to lose 1 out of 10 hands. And to win a poker tournament, you have to win like fucking hundreds of hands. So I don't like poker tournaments. Cash games, though, that's where it's at. That's where the juice is. I think it's fun to play poker, but like you could, like, after a while you would just like, I think it would psychologically be troubling, you know? You can't just play a game all day. Like, also, like, it's a bit traumatizing, you know, winning and losing over and over again. I feel like a very small amount of poker players like actually do okay in the long term. Because like you got to have so much discipline. Because you'd be so tempted to like play higher stakes or like risk money to win more stuff. Because like, well, if I play higher stakes, I could play less time and I could win more stuff. And then you do that, and then you have downswings, which happen because it's all statistics, right? So eventually you're gonna lose a bunch of times in a row. And then you're all like sad because you lost all your money and shit. And you got to do it to grind it all up again. And then you take another shot at a high stakes because you got bored because you've been playing every day, you know? And then your friends are like, come on out and play baseball with us. And you're like, I can't, I got to grind. That's what I'm saying. I've thought about it. Have you gone down the YouTube like high stakes poker cash game rabbit hole yet? Like all the TV poker? You haven't. It's good fun. Now you do want to, I know. You should watch some of the classic stuff. Like there's a lot of live streams these days. That's the new thing, is poker live streams. Hustler Casino Live is a good one. Triton has some good shit. But you gotta look for the old school shit first. Like high stakes poker from like 2005. Look up Tom Dwan, I suggest. Go watch some Tom Dwan clips out there. Another good guy is Doug Polk. Doug Polk. P-O-L-K. Ironically, his name is Polk. He's pretty good. He's got a very mathematical sort of strategy. But he always wins. Tom Dwan. D-W-A-N. Dwan with a D. Very good. He's also known as Durr. If you see Durr, it's the same guy. That was his screen name in online poker, was Durr, because it sounded stupid and he wanted everybody to think he was stupid. So they go on tilt, you know? It's a good strategy. Imagine losing to a guy named Durr. That'll get you rattled, you know? Just got dirred. We're almost done with the wheels. They go round and round. Okay, I guess. You watch sports. I do not watch sports. Not into sports. Not a fan. I'll watch, like, you know, the Super Bowl. As long as the Puppy Bowl's not on. It's too much sports, I think. There's too much to keep track of. It's exhausting. No sports and no games. Did I say no games? Poker's a game. I used to play a lot of video games. Kick your ass at Mario Kart. Mario Kart N64 version, of course. And no other versions. Super Smash Brothers as well. I'm not too shabby. It's Smash, but again, only the N64 version. I just play plenty of games though, for reals. You know, like all the games. Call of Duty, back when I played like Call of Duty 1. Halo and shit. Games are too much fun though. Unfortunately. I can't play games anymore because they're too good. You hated COD and then COVID happened? I got into watching people stream COD during COVID. Prior to that, I was like, who would watch someone play a video game on Twitch? How stupid. I mean, Warzone is just a great game. I'm sorry. It's too good. I mean, it is weird if you think about it. It's so weird. You're supposed to play games, not watch people play games. Am I a boomer? Is that a boomer take? But, like I said, I was converted, so I will not be blasphemous of all great and powerful Twitch. Games are way too much fun though. I'm really scared for when VR is like good. We're just all humanity is just gonna recede into the digital fucking depths and never come out again. Games are already super fun. Imagine VR games. It's over. Like when it gets really good and everybody can do it. Forget going outside. You're still gonna go outside? Say that now. Wait until Warzone 4000 comes out. It's all over. Don't forget all the other things you're going to be able to do in VR. You know what I'm saying? You know those other things. You're thinking about it right now. All right, Wheels, take that. Stuck on that, Wheels. Try to roll and all that shit. Not on my watch. You're not gonna do that. Finally. All right. Whew. The rest is downhill from there, maybe. I don't know. It's the only wheels I gotta do. Took forever, though. Alrighty. Alrighty, kids. Stayed on way too late because of those dang wheels. But we're on the, we're you know, it's the home stretch, I think, of the painting. Not like it matters. But we gotta do the sky thing there. And this guy. He'll be easy, right? He's big, so big is easy. I forgot to do that. Don't let me forget this. I gotta paint in this guy's backpack. It's just the canvas you see through it. Wheels look great, thanks. They look sufficiently roundish. The rest of this whole painting is just whatever, you know? Like, the guy was a little tricky because he's a guy. You know, see him there? Where's my finger? But the rest of it was just, you know, whatever. So if you gotta draw a circle, it's gotta be in instant perspective, you know? And they gotta do 4 of them. Next time, we're just gonna have the wheels. I should have just made the wheels all fall off. That would have been the smart thing to do. I wouldn't have to paint the wheels. Shit, you live and you learn, you know? Alright. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, Sparkles. And we gotta finish this guy soon. Before the election, because, like I said last time, you know, I want to make sure everybody's still got internet. That, you know, the streets aren't full of fire and brimstone and all that stuff. You too. Thank you. Alrighty, until next time, keep it saucy. I might be wrong. Could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong. I'm not wrong.